mantras on page 5 or 7 in the older book. हनुमान की जय। श्री अम्बे अम्बे मात की जय।
Om, page 39 in the new book and 42 in the old book. Ambike magane vinayaka,
Ambike magane vinayaka,
Ambike magane vinayaka,
Ambike magane vinayaka,
Jagavath Nath Nath Vinayaka,
Jagavath Nath Nath Vinayaka,
Jagavath Nath Nath Vinayaka,
Jagavath Gauri Pudalvana Vinayaka,
અંબિકે મગને વિનાયકા
અંબિકે મગને વિનાયકા ઓમ શ્રી રામ કૃષ્ણ ભગવાન કી જય પવન સુત હનુમાન કી જય શ્રી અંબે અંબે માત કી જય.
Page 92.
તમે મારા થયા હો તમારો થયો નંદલાલા આવો આવો કનૈયા કાળા તમે
મારા થયા તમારો થયો નંદલાલા આવો આવો કનૈયા
તમે મારા થયા હો તમારો થયો નંદલાલા આવો આવો કનૈયા કાળા
હું તો જપતો તમારી મારા કરતો નિષદિન કાલાવાલા
હું તો જપતો તમારી માળા કરતો નિશ્ચિત કાલાવાલા
હું તો જપતો તમારી મારા કરતો નિષદિન કાલાવાલા
હું તો જપતો તમારી માળા કરતો નિશ્ચિત કાલાવાલા
વાલા વેગે આવો મારે મને બાવો નંદલાલા આવો આવો કનૈયા કાળા
વાલા વેગે આવો મારે મનને ભાવો નંદલાલા
આંખો ભીની ભીની રોય રોય થાય છે જીની નંદલાલા આવો આવો કન્હૈયા કાળા
તમે મારા થયા હું તમારો થયો નંદલાલા આવો આવો કન્હૈયા કાળા
તમે મારા થયા હું તમારો થયો નંદલાલા આવો આવો કન્હૈયા કાળા
શ્યામ ભક્ત કહે પ્રભુ આવો આવી હાથ પકડજો મારો
શ્યામ ભક્ત કહે પ્રભુ આવો આવી હાથ પકડજો મારો
શ્યામ ભક્ત કહે પ્રભુ આવો આવી હાથ પકડજો મારો
શ્યામ ભક્ત કહે પ્રભુ આવો આવી હાથ પકડજો મારો
મુખે માંગું એવું તારે ચરણે રહવું નંદલાલા આવો આવો કનૈયા કાળા
મુખે માંગો એવો તારે ચરણે રહું નંદલાલા આવો આવો કન્હૈયા કાળા
તમે મારા થયા હું તમારો થયો નંદલાલા આવો આવો કનૈયા કાળા
તમે મારા થયા હું તમારો થયો નંદલાલા આવો આવો કન્હૈયા કાળા
આવો આવો કનૈયા કાળા
આવો આવો કન્હૈયા કાળા
આવો આવો કનૈયા કાળા
ઓમ શ્રી રામ કૃષ્ણ ભગવાન કી જય પવન સુત હનુમાન કી જય શ્રી અંબે અંબે માત કી જય.
Om Namo Narayanaya, dear sisters, brothers, and loving children. It's so wonderful to see all of you here this morning. We welcome you very, very warmly and heartily. The little children can go to their classes. This morning we have Mrs. Roshni Jagrup, who will read from the book called A Guide to Spiritual Life by Swami Brahmananda Ji. Swami Brahmananda is the direct disciple of Sri Ramakrishna.
ॐ ऐं सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय श्रीरामकृष्णाय नमः. Revered Pravrajika Ishtamata Mataji and dear devotees, Om Namo Narayanaya. Swami Brahmananda was one of the foremost disciples of Sri Ramakrishna and the first president of the Ramakrishna order. The master regarded Maharaj, as Swami Brahmananda was called, as his most beloved spiritual son and bestowed upon him many spiritual blessings. Maharaj was an illumined and God-realized soul whose life and teachings inspired spiritual seekers worldwide. Maharaj guided the spiritual lives of many monastics and householder devotees. This morning's talk is on some of Swami Brahmananda's teachings for success in spiritual life, taken from the book A Guide to Spiritual Life by Swami Chaitanananda. Life has become extremely challenging and busy for everyone. Our minds are preoccupied with anxieties, worries, stresses, and tension these days. Once, a devotee told Maharaj that he does not find the time for spiritual practices. There is too much work to do. To this, Maharaj explained, thinking that sadhana cannot be practiced because of no time is a mistake. The real cause is the restlessness of the mind. Work and worship should go hand in hand. In the Bhagavad Gita, Sri Krishna states that one cannot gain the highest knowledge without performing work. Work is an unavoidable stage in spiritual life. Even those who give up work and lead a retired life have to spend some time cooking food or doing other activities. Maharaj advises that before starting the work, salute the master and remember him at intervals in the course of your work, and again salute him after you finish. Instead of working for yourself, work for the sake of God. One should think of the lives and teachings of Sri Ramakrishna, Swami Vivekananda, and Holy Mother. The work that needs to be done is for Master. Remember, if one can work with this idea, it will improve one in every way, spiritually, morally, intellectually, and physically. To illustrate this point, Sri Ramakrishna used to say, the maid in a house looks upon all that belongs to her master as her own, but in her heart of hearts, she knows that they do not belong to her at all. So long as we live, we must do our work without attachment. We should know that this world is not our permanent home, but only a temporary abode. And we should direct our mind to God, the heavenly home, from where we have come. One has to offer the body and mind at the feet of the Guru. Maharaj reiterates, give up wholly to the Guru. Be his servant and tell him, I give you my body, mind, and all I have. Do with them what you will. I am ready to serve you to the best of my ability. If one can do this, the responsibility for one's spiritual welfare rests with the Guru. However, this is only possible if one has absolute faith without doubt in the Guru. Maharaj stresses a few guidelines that every sincere devotee should follow to progress in spiritual life and towards God. The first key point is to have complete faith in God. If we depend on God and His grace, all our problems will be solved. Maharaj encouraged devotees to pray or meditate a little every day. Practicing japa and meditation regularly will give one peace of mind and steadiness. Repeating the holy name of God, whom you love and respect most, will give one bliss, peace, and progress in spiritual life. To illustrate the power of repeating the holy name, Maharaj refers to one of Sri Ramakrishna's stories of a milkmaid and a priest. A milkmaid used to supply milk to a priest living on the side of a river. Due to the delays in the boat service, she could not deliver the milk punctually every day. Once rebuked for her delay, The poor woman said, "What can I do, sir? I have to wait a long time for the boatman." The priest said, "People cross the ocean of life by uttering the name of God. And can you not cross this little river?" The simple-hearted woman believed the priest, and from the next day she began to cross the river uttering God's name. One day, the priest asked her how it was that she was never late as before. The woman replied, "I crossed the river by uttering the name of God, as you asked me to." The priest could not believe this and wanted to see for himself how the woman crossed the river. The woman took him along and began to walk over the water, repeating the name of God. However, looking behind, she saw the priest following timidly, holding up his clothes, as he was sinking. "How is it, sir?" she said. "You are uttering the name of God, but at the same time, you are trying to keep your clothes untouched by water. You do not fully rely on God. Therefore, Maharaj encourages us to pray constantly with a pure heart. However, our minds dwell on worldly matters, but Maharaj affirms that it will become pure through meditation. Without time in solitude, one cannot understand the workings of the mind. It is difficult to grow spiritually amidst a hectic life. Maharaj assures us that God is always with his devotees. If we practice a little, God will extend his helping hand to us. God is protecting us from all miseries and troubles as we are faced with in life. Once a devotee asked Maharaj, how can the mind be turned to God? The answer is by associating with holy company. By keeping holy company, the mind becomes controlled. Seeing and hearing holy people, spiritual feelings arise in the mind, and doubts are vanished if one's life is molded according to the instructions of holy men. Pitfalls and temptations of life are easily avoided. Reading the Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna and other sacred scriptures and trying to understand their meaning and life according to their teachings is another way of keeping holy company. The second key point in spiritual life is observing brahmacharya, that is, control of the mind and senses. Maharaj says that brahmacharya generates tremendous power. To ensure the full development of the body, mind, and brain, brahmacharya is essential. Swami Vivekananda had this special purity of body and mind. He was completely free from all sensual desires. Brahmacharya does not mean suppressing our desires, but directing them towards higher purposes. The master used to say, if you must be greedy to know God. If you must be angry because you have not seen God. We are cautioned against the following activities, such as overindulging in rajasic and tamasic food, oversleeping, over-exercising, laziness, bad company, and futile conversations of the world. These activities hinder spiritual practice and lead to other troubles like sleeplessness and no control of thoughts. The next key point is the control of tongue, which can create many problems. Master used to say, keep your stomach and brain cool. By this, the master meant that effective work could only be done if the head and stomach remained cool and calm. Particular attention should be given to what we eat and drink if we want to lead a spiritual life. Only nutritious and easily digestible food should be taken. We are also cautioned against idle gossip, as it can be harmful towards one's spiritual growth. Moral conduct is another essential pillar of spiritual life. Maharaj emphasizes 2 rules that spiritual aspirants must observe. These 2 fundamental rules are always speaking the truth and looking at every woman as the Divine Mother. Even Sri Ramakrishna regarded Holy Mother as the manifestation of the Divine Mother. These 2 moral virtues will take care of everything. Maharaj emphasizes the importance of Guru, stating that the Guru should not be looked upon as an ordinary human being. His physical human form is the temple in which the Lord resides. If the Guru is served with this ideal in mind, one comes to acquire love and devotion for him, which can then be directed towards God. However, complete self-surrender to God is difficult, as the mind always creates havoc and doubts. Once a person complained to Sri Ramakrishna, "I do not feel inclined to take the name of God." "What draws your mind away?" asked the master. "It is my goat. I love it more than anything else," was the reply. "Very well," said master. "When you feed and serve your goat, think you are feeding and serving God himself. Do this sincerely for some time, and you will find everything all right." Gradually, the man learned to concentrate on God. Here again, Maharaj assures us that there is no doubt that everything is achieved through the faith of the Guru. If the devotee has sincere devotion and faith in the Guru, it is easy to attain divine knowledge. The one thing needed is faith in the Guru. We are encouraged never to think that God does not exist. God does exist, so we should start the spiritual journey from this moment. May Sri Ramakrishna, Holy Mother, and Swamiji's blessings and grace be upon us as we tread the spiritual life. Hari Om, that's it.
Thank you, Mrs. Jagrup. Dear sisters and brothers, today is Ekadashi, so we will chant the Ram Nam Sankirtanam, and it is interesting to know that when Swami Brahmananji Maharaj himself was observing Ekadashi and they were chanting the Ram Nam Sankirtanam, he actually saw Hanumanji. And in that ashram in Varanasi, where we were blessed to go there, the room where Maharaj saw Hanumanji is as it was with Hanumanji's picture there. So let's also, as we have been told, have faith that God is listening to our chanting. We chant the Ram Nam Sankirtanam. In the new book, it's on page 208. The prayer is at the bottom of 208, and the rest continues thereafter.
Nanya Spriha Raghupate Hridaye Asmadiye Satyam Vadami Cha Bhavan Akhilantaratma करा कौशिकमपसंरक्षकरा श्रीमदहर्योद्धारकरा गौतममुनिसम्पूजितरा सुरमुनिवरगण संस्तुतरा नाविकधावितमृदुपदरा मिथिलापुरजनमोहकरा विदेहमानसरङ्गकरा त्र्यम्बककर्मुकभञ्जकरा सीतार्पितवयमालिकरा कृतवैवाहिककौतुकरा भार्गवदर्पविनाशकरा श्रीमदयोध्यापालकरा शुद्धब्रह्मपरात्पररा कालात्मकपरमेश्वररा अगणितगुणगणभूषितरा अवनीतनया कामिकरा राधाचन्द्रसमाननरा पितृवाक्याश्रितकाननरा प्रियगुहविनिवेदितपदरा तत्क्षालितनिजमृदुपदरा भरद्वाजमुखनन्दकरा चित्रकूटाग्निकेतनरा दशरथसन्ततचिन्तितरा कैकेयीतनयातितरा विरचितनिजपितृकर्मकरा भरतार्पितनिजपादुकरा शुद्धब्रह्मपरात्पररा कालात्मकपरमेश्वररा दण्डकवनजनपावनरा दुष्टविराधविनाशनरा शरभङ्गसुतीक्षा अर्जितरा अगस्त्यानुग्रहवर्धितरा लीलादिपदमसेवितरा पञ्चवटी ततशोषितरा शूर्पणखादिविधायकरा करदूषणमुखसूरकरा सीताप्रियहरिणानुगरा मारीचादिकिलाशुकरा विनशसीतादेशकरा वेदाधिपदविदायकरा शबरीदत्तपलाशनरा कवञ्जबाहुचेतनरा हनुमत्सेवितनिजपदरा नतसुग्रीवाभीष्टकरा गर्वितवारिसंहारकरा वानरदूतप्रेषकरा हितकरलक्ष्मणसंयुतरा कपिवरसन्ततसंस्मृतरा तत्प्रतिविघ्नध्वंसकरा सीताप्राणाधारकरा दुष्टदशाननदूषितरा शिष्टहनुमद्भूषितरा सीतावेदितकवनरा चूडामणि दर्शन राम कपिवर वचनाश्वासित राम रावण निधन प्रस्थित राम वानर सैन्य समावित राम शोषित सरिदिशाजित राम विभीषणाभयदायक राम पर्वत सेतु निबंधक राम कुंभकर्ण शिरच्छेदक राम राक्षस संग विमर्दक राम हरि रावण चारण राम समृत दशमुख रावण राम विधि भव मुख सुर संस्कृत राम स्वस्तिक दशरथ वीक्षित राम सीता दर्शन मोहित राम अभिषेक विभीषण नत राम पुष्पकयानारोहण राम भरद्वाजनि निषेवन राम भरत प्राण प्रियकर राम साकेत मुनि भूषण राम सकल स्वीय समानत राम रत्नरसतीकास्थित राम पट्टाभिषेकालंकृत राम पार्थिव कुल सम्मानित राम विभीषणाकृत रंगत राम ईशकुलानुग्रहकर राम सकल जीव संरक्षक राम समस्त लोकाधारक राम शुद्ध ब्रह्मकरात्पर राम कालात्मक परमेश्वर राम आगत मुनिगण संस्कृत राम निष्कृत दशकंठोद्भव राम सीतालिंगन निर्वित राम नीति सुरक्षित जनपद राम विपिन त्याजित जनक राम कारित लवणासुरवध राम स्वर्गत शंभुक संस्कृत राम स्वतनय कुशल वनान्वित राम अश्वमेध क्रतुवेक्षित राम कालवेदित सुरपद राम अयोध्यन जन मोक्षित राम विधिमुख विबुधानंदक राम तेजोमय निज रूपक राम संस्कृति बंध विमोचक राम धर्म स्थापन तत्पर राम भक्ति परायण मोक्षित राम सर्व चराचर पालक राम सर्व भवामय भारत राम वैकुंठालय संस्थित राम नित्यानंद परासित राम 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 जय राजा राम Sarada तत्र तत्र कृतमस्तकाञ्जलिं बाष्पवारि परिपूर्णलोचनं मारुतिं नमत राक्षसान्तकम् मारुतिं नमत राक्षसान्तकम् श्री सियावर रामचन्द्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय श्री अम्बे अम्बे मात की जय.
Let us meditate for a few moments. Feel the presence of God in your heart. And as we said, revered Swami Brahmananji Maharaj saw Hanumanji when the Ram Nam Sankirtanam was being chanted. And this is because Hanumanji is everywhere where the name of Sri Ram is chanted. Hanumanji automatically is present. The meaning of the prayer, Yatra Yatra Raghunatha Kirtanam, is I prostrate to Hanumanji, the destroyer of the Rakshasas, who, with bowed head, palms folded in adoration, and eyes brimming with tears, frequents every place where Sri Ram's name is glorified.
स्वस्तिर्भवतु सर्वेषां शान्तिर्भवतु सर्वेषां पूर्णं भवतु सर्वेषां मङ्गलं भवतु सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामया सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्. ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते. ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति. हरि ओम तत्सत्.
जय श्री गुरु महाराज की जय, महामाई की जय, स्वामी जी महाराज की जय, गंगा मात की जय, महावीर स्वामी जी की जय, सर्व ऋषि मुनियों की जय. पार्वती पते हर हर महादेव की जय. श्री सियावर रामचंद्र
Sutta